Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Ben Fankhauser, a consultant at Solved Cloud, where we are dedicated to automating your business with Salesforce and AI. Today is part 3 of the series that is answering the question, does Agentforce forecast sales? To recap, in part 1 and part 2, we did a simple setup of forecasting in the org and configured the default agent with the out-of-the-box forecasting functionality. If you remember, it was a bit limited in what it could do. So today, I'm showing you how you configure the agent to best meet your needs. Let's hop in. So before we dive into updating the agent, let's just recap where we are. So right now we are on the forecasts UI. You're going to be able to see that I have a quota of 20,000 and I'm going to be able to see who is under me when it comes to the forecasts. So when it comes to quotas, sometimes you want to make adjustments midterm. Like, is somebody's quota too high? Is it too low? As a manager, that's the use case that we're going to work on. We're going to show you how you can use Agentforce to update quotas and then give you some ideas of what you could do next with Agentforce regarding forecasting. So first thing you're going to do is, in order to update quotas, you're going to have an action in Agentforce. That action is a flow. And so what I have done is I've gone in and created a flow called Agentforce Update Current Quota. So what this flow does is it's an auto launch flow. Let's go to the active version. There we go. It is an auto launch flow that brings in the record ID, which is the user ID, and 2, has an input value of quota amount. So we want to update the quota. We want to be able to do that just in text. So I want to say, hey, I want to update Ben's quota to 200,000 this month. So what that's going to do, it's going to take those input variables. It's going to get the current quota and then update the quota and output the quota has been updated. And just to maybe add a little spice to it for Ben, because he is killing it. Not going to be self-aggrandizing or anything. So I'm going to save as a new version, save, and let's go ahead and activate this. So now it is active. The next thing you need to do is, remember, you need to update the agent's 1, topic, and 2, the topic action. So we know that we're going to need to grab the individual's record ID and pass that into the flow. So I've just gone to the general CRM, which actually does that. If you type in a name, it can grab the record ID of that user and then pass it into flow. So what I did is I went in, updated this to say, hey, if the user asks to update a specific person's forecasting quota or quota record, get the individual's user ID and pass it into the Agentforce Update Current Quota 3 action. Now, the action is that flow that you set up previously. So in the topic action, you see I have it right now, but just to show you how to do that, I'm going to go to new, create new action, and then you can go ahead and create the new action by adding the flow. I would have to update this to 4, and then 4 just for the API namesake. And then it comes to this screen. No, this screen is, what are you going to do with this action? So the action itself, this is where you're going to put in, hey, you are going to update forecasting quotas for the individuals specified by the user. So that would be the agent's action. The loading text, let's say I am currently updating the quota. So this is the loading text that's going to load when the topic gets hit, the topic action gets hit. When Agentforce is doing the action, it's going to send this. Now, what about the inputs? Now, the inputs, this is quota amount. When the user specifies the amount he or she wants to change, the individual's quota to use this value. So you're essentially saying, hey, if I say I want to change Ben's quota to 100,000, it's going to use that 100,000 here, and you're going to click require input. So that means that this is going to be an input that the user has to say or has to put in order for it to get processed. The next thing is, this is the user's ID. Actually, the individual's ID. Actually, no. This is the user ID of the individual whose quota is being changed. Please use that user's ID here. You're also going to require input here. So now we have the quota amount. So whatever we want to change it to, we also have the record ID that's going to get passed in here. And then you can just go ahead and say, I don't know, show this when the quota has been updated. And you can go ahead and finish and save. Oh, you have to show the output in the conversation and then save it. So you're going to see it's going to pop up as quota 4, and then you could just go update the topic configuration however you want. If I go and click in quota 3, I basically did exactly the same thing. I just changed the directions a little bit to be more concise. So once I activate that, now you're going to be able to go ahead and update the quota from the agent in just your normal UI. So if I go ahead and refresh, notice that my quota is 20,000. Now I'm going to say, hey, please update Ben Fankhauser's quota to 1 million, or however many zeros that is. That looks like 1 million. And I'm going to go ahead and click that. Now, down here, you're going to see it's working. Then when it hits, it's updating quota. Now it's updated the quota to killing it. And you can see the output message. Now, if we refresh, my quota has changed here. So this is just an example of what you can do in order with Agentforce on updating quotas, updating anything you want with forecasting. Now, where I see this becomes very valuable is maybe you have some complex logic, like if a user hits their quota for 1 month, they need to increase the next month's quota by 5%. Or maybe you take everyone's quota, you say, hey, update everyone's quota for next month. It takes everyone's quota, maybe does some math and says, hey, this is what their quota should be, and spits it out and saves it. So there are a lot of options. This is just a quick little demo of how you would go about that. But I hope it's very helpful when it comes to, hey, Agentforce has a lot of power when it comes to updating forecasts, updating quotas, checking to see if somebody's going to hit their quota, etc. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this inspires you to think of use cases in which Agentforce can help you. Thanks. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, please smash the like button below. If you have any questions, please comment below. We'll be sure to answer those questions to the best of our abilities. If you want to learn more about Agentforce or about Salesforce or AI technologies, please visit our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, visit those videos. We have a lot of...
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.